We are in Trainer's Lagoon, out past St Arnaud. Canola is flowering in the distance, and this hive is very big because canola is flowering in the distance. It looks like it goes from the brickwork there all the way across to the first piece of timber there. Doesn't look like it goes into the other half of the cavity. It's coming in from the outside at where there's a crack in the shingles, but I can't do it from the outside because it goes down below the tin. So I'm hoping that cavity doesn't go into the tin, because then it's going to get even more difficult, but we'll expose it up and see what we're dealing with. We've started exposing the hive. I've put some rags in there on the right to stop them going further along the cavity, but is worst case scenario. They do go in under the middle tin. All that there is fresh white comb from this season, from most likely the canola. So we'll keep exposing the hive and then start working out an attack. There's the hive exposed. It does go in under the tin, so I might have to do this in a few stages. There's just so many bees in this hive because canola's flowering and it's the start of the season. I'm going to have to start bee vacuuming from the get-go, clear out some of the bees, then cut the comb that's exposed on this side, and then I suspect I'll have to go outside and lift tin to get to the rest of the hive. It's a very big hive and it's in a very awkward position, so fun times. When we first expose a hive, the bees all come out to the exposed surface and just swamp it, cover it up, make it really hard to work. So we set the bee vac up, and we've been bee vacuuming for quite some time, and we've reduced the numbers on the surface. Now we'll start cutting some of this comb out. We might have to take some of the timbers out, but we'll see if we can avoid it. But at this stage it looks like I'll have to, just to access parts of the hive. And once I've gone as far as I can from the inside, we'll go outside and lift some tin. Okay, I've almost got the entire front layer off. We'll keep going. There's so many bees in this hive, it's huge. Peak season, and they've got a great food source in the canola that's literally 100 metres or so away. There we go. I've done what I can from the inside now, and I'll have to now head out and cut from the outside. This beam here is a supporting beam. I'm not going to cut through that. If it wasn't a supporting beam and I was able to cut through it, then great, I wouldn't need to lift tin on the outside, but such is life. So I've got to lift the tin and then pull off the shingles. So it's really complicated how they've built this, but oh well. I've started lifting the tin. As I said, the tin was just laid over the old damaged slat board type stuff. There was a bird's nest up here. Obviously you can see the bees through there, so I'll just take off the blue spaces. Hopefully I don't have to take off the whole lot, but yeah, anyway, we'll take that, release that one off, and fingers crossed I don't have to take off the top one. There we go. I end up having to take the supports off as well because I couldn't get these pieces off without those supports there. Ah, golly. My gosh, this is a very big hive. Yeah, we're ready now. We've got some buckets, the VVAC. The comb's going to be a little bit dirty because it's really dusty up here. And you can see there's drone brood. A lot of it. It's all through those comb there. I'm surprised if this hive doesn't swarm soon. Obviously we'll do work to stop that, but we have to get all this out, so we'll be cut the timbers so that we can get this out quickly and efficiently and safely. There you go, we've cleaned out the cavity of comb. As you can see, there's a heap of spilled honey. That's what happens when you've got fresh comb that's heavy with honey. It just dissolves in the hand. So because we've got a week of no rain coming up, I've suggested they just leave the cavity exposed for other insects to clean out. It's not the best way of cleaning it out, but it's better than leaving the honey in there and filling the cavity. Sometimes we've got to just be practical. Anyway, so that's one cavity finally fully cleared. We have this cavity to go, and this second cavity is a cavity and a half, and it's older hives, so I'm hoping I'll get more usable comb by doing that one last, and I'll get rid of all the sticky stuff and whatnot first. Be messy and then cleaner. And there's the second cavity. We'll just pull those timbers out. We're getting there. And that's 2 cavities down. Last section to go. We'll aim to catch the queen in this section, but depends at what point we catch her. She might end up just getting bivouacked. Anyway, let's get this done. There we go, we're getting closer. I've got my fingers crossed that the corner beam goes all the way down and I don't have to wrap around the corner, but I don't like my chances at this stage. It's just been a hell of a cutout. I've had a few beekeepers call today, and when they've heard I was doing a cutout on canola, they've all laughed, just because there's so much brood, there's so much fresh honey. Anyway, we're getting there, and yeah, we'll get these last 2 pieces out of here, then we'll get this corner bit and potentially have to wrap around the corner. Okay, it's getting dark. There is more honey around the corner. This has been hell. Got the queen. She's in here somewhere. But there you go. I need to put her in the box. She's getting cold. Okay, get her in the box, bivouac the reigning bees, get this last little bit of honey out. Almost done. There we go. This box has at least 100,000 bees in it. It was a huge hive. Some bees are late to the party and they're trying to get in because they smell the queen in there. And I forgot to do a video up there on the last when I was done, but such is life. Yeah, that was a crazy time. And we've got one of the land renters, Sophie's husband, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Brett.
Hello, Brett. There we go. So, yeah. So because it's a 4-stack box, Brett's suited up. He's going to help me because, yeah, it was a huge hive.